Update!
And it's been another week. Now before we bring in our special guest for this week, I want you all to promise me you're going to take a look at the first link in the doobly-doo, because we now have a plan that is going to make all of this go faster. It's not going to take 6 to 7 months anymore if you guys help us out. A couple of you in the comments once said, how can we give you some money so that you can make this thing faster? Follow the link to Kickstarter. If everyone who watches the update gave $1, we would meet our goal and surpass our goal, as a matter of fact. So please go see what you can do for us. And now, without further ado, you know her as Virginia from the Platoon of Power Squadron. Let's all give it up for Eliza Toser. Coming to my apartment.
You're welcome.
Okay. Since Carlin got 13 pages, I cut the questions off at 13 pages for Eliza. And there were some great questions at the end. Sorry they didn't make it in. And if this goes over more than half an hour, I'm also going to cut out more questions. If you could have a choice in what superpower you have, would you continue to have the ability to freeze time and travel through time, or would you pick something else entirely different?
No, I like what I have. I like traveling through time and I like stopping time. Admittedly, you're more powerful, but I'm going to stick with what I got.
If you did have superpowers, would you make a potion to get rid of them?
No, I would not.
If you really had the power to stop time, how would you use it?
To get more done in a day.
Do you think it would be wrong to stop time and kiss someone who wouldn't normally kiss you?
I don't think it would be very fulfilling.
Where do you think Jonas's portal went to in that scene from episode 4?
I think it went to Virginia and Jonas kissing at the beginning of that episode.
And that's true. That was actually in the script. We just didn't shoot it because I decided we didn't need it on the day. Why don't you fall when Earth starts back up again?
I don't know.
It's because she's the Axis. Don't you realize how dangerous it is messing with the space-time continuum?
Yes!
Do you think that Virginia is selfish trying to cure the superpowers?
Absolutely. If
you yourself could go through your time portals to anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
I would go to Tokyo and Paris first. It's a long list.
If you could go back in time and change something, what would you change?
I would tell myself to break up with one of my boyfriends a lot sooner.
Do you believe in multiverse theory?
I don't know.
In the scene in the garden, when time was stopped, how did you make it look like the trees had stopped moving?
Oh, I did nothing about that. That was all this dude. He spent a long time on it, too.
Yes, I did. Freeze-framing everything and rotoscoping all of us. Why Hitler's bunker?
I panicked.
What do you have against fight nights?
Me personally, nothing. Virginia, she needs to be in control, so.
Where would the wobbly thing go if you were thinking of something someplace that is fictional, such as Middle Earth, for example?
That is a fascinating question, and we would need a lot longer to talk about this than I can give you right now.
When Virginia is pulled out of stop time, does she age?
I'm gonna go with no.
Do you strain your face like that when you stop time because of the character Hiro Nakamura from the NBC show Heroes?
Yes.
I think so.
Because Hero's awesome.
Hiro is awesome.
Especially in season 1.
Yatta! If you could go to any period of time that you wish like your character, when would you go and why?
I would go back in time to stalk Oscar Wilde and Jane Austen.
Maybe you could get the two of them together and they could, you know, be a couple.
I find that unlikely.
This next category is called acting/the show. Are you an actor full-time or do you have other jobs?
I have other jobs. In fact, I'm not sure I'm an actor part-time even. I work at a small public library on the North Shore of Chicago.
And she has done for?
10 years now.
10 years. It's like a real career. Is acting hard?
It can be.
How do you choose costumes for the show?
Virginia wears primarily gray and blue. I try to keep that in mind when I'm choosing outfits for her.
What was it like touching the baby smoke monster?
For me, unexciting.
It was like touching nothing.
Yeah. Baby smoke monster was all digital.
And then I grabbed her wrist and
No
started
physical.
yanking her. Would you actually want to work in a knitting store?
Yes.
What is your favorite line from PoPS?
My favorite line?
Yeah.
That's a really good question, and I have no idea.
What was your favorite Pineapple Boy production to be in?
Probably PoPS.
Who is the girl with the milkshake in Jonas's dream in Ep4 Part 6, and how did you find her?
We found her through the guy who was Super Pizza Guy. That was his girlfriend.
Do you ever worry about the risk of your acting not working out?
Yes.
Do you really feel like vanilla?
Yes. I love vanilla.
Is it odd just poking the air where the wobbly thing is supposed to be?
It is hard for me to act against something that isn't there. I find that difficult.
As an actress, what does it take to get into character? Does it depend on the role you're playing?
Absolutely it does. Majority of the characters that I play in Pineapple Boy films are written for me, so it's much easier for me to get into those characters.
Have you ever kissed anyone in a barn in real life, not in any sort of acting position?
I don't believe so.
Are you aware that people all over the world are watching you act, and how do you feel about that?
I would much rather they were watching me act than watching me as Eliza answering an interview.
What would you change about Twisted Thicket?
Our budget.
In the scene where Jonah sleep hypnotized your character, was the part after you woke up and Jonah slid his hand up your leg and you pulled it off scripted, or was it just Jake getting overly frisky?
Combo.
This next section is called Kissing/Relationships.
Here we go.
I understand you didn't like kissing Jake, but why kiss the guy at the farm?
Have you ever had an illogical dream?
Did you like the kissing?
Sure.
Did Jake write you two kissing into the script?
He absolutely did.
Do you ever think your character and Carlin's character would start dating?
I don't believe that is likely.
Did you wish you kissed Craig instead of Carlin?
Nah.
How does Jake's wife feel about the scene you and Jake had?
Tepid.
Eliza, are you married?
I am married. I have a ring.
Is Jake your husband?
Why, yes.
What?
Jake is my husband.
Picture of us getting married. Picture on our wedding day. How long have you been married to Jake?
About a year and 4 months now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't married when we did the first episode. We weren't married when we did the second. We were married while filming the second episode.
What did we? Yeah.
We shot the
shot,
scene in
like,
the comic
one
book
thing.
store like after we were
Okay.
married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only one thing.
Yeah. But we had dated for a long time before that.
Yeah, 5 years?
Yeah. What's being married to Jake like?
Awesome.
Sweet. If you are married, then why aren't you Eliza Jarvi in the credits?
Because I was Eliza Toser when I started acting.
That's now a professional name. How do you feel about Craig?
I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's an awesome friend.
Eliza, do Carlin and Craig have a secret relationship going on?
If they do, it's secret from me.
Will Virginia continue to work with Donald in his crime fighting?
I think she's gonna run into issues about that, but I hope overall, yes.
How long have you known Jake?
I have known him for 12 years.
12 years. If Jonas from PoPS were to ask you out, would you say yes or no?
Me, Eliza? Or,
Yeah, you Eliza.
Well, I would say no. I'm married.
She's married. Would you ever date Wheezy Waiter?
I am married, so I'm not intending to date anyone other than my husband.
Now I know that she still expects to date. That's the end of the kissing questions. This next section is the last section. It goes on for pages and pages, and it's called Random.
Yay! Actually, these are the ones I'm looking forward to the most.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
If you were to meet one celebrity, who would it be?
Kristen Bell.
Nice! Rock, scissors, paper, lizard, or Spock?
Lizard.
Whose room does Jake's character, Jonah, live in?
You have a character named Jonah?
No, I don't!
If they're referring to Jonas, he lives in the small, crawl space-ish room off of our apartment.
Yeah, we'll crawl space off our bedroom. Do you play video games?
I do!
If yes, what systems?
We own a Wii and a PS2, although I've played other systems.
Do you always wear a hat? Who's your favorite YouTuber?
Of course, I'm a fan of Wheezy Waiter. I like Van Awesome an awful lot, and I also love crab sticks.
Crab sticks! Purple or blue?
Both.
Would you ever come to Belgium?
Yes!
That sounds awesome. What is your favorite fruit?
I like jazz apples.
Can you cook?
Yes.
Do you enjoy acting?
Yes. I enjoy acting in Jake's work. I find other acting very stressful.
What's your sign?
I'm a Pisces.
Are you a nerd fighter?
Yes, I am.
Who is your favorite television/film character and why?
I really like Appa from Avatar because he is hands down adorable, and I really like Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer because I find his character arc intriguing and fulfilling.
Can you do the nerd fighter sign? If people feel butterflies in their stomachs when they fall in love, what do butterflies feel when they fall in love?
Humans. I'll vote.
Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Which of these two abusive a-holes do I choose? I'm Team Jacob.
Do you prefer Legos or Gumby?
Legos.
How much do you really knit?
I knit quite a bit. I would
pull
say.
the curtain. Just pull the curtain aside.
If you remember from, this is my yarn, guys. I like yarn.
It goes to the floor.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing you have knitted?
I'm gonna go with two. They're not the most visually exciting, but my favorite things are the first pair of socks I ever made because I learned so much from them and they were really exciting for me, and the first lace shawl I ever made.
What is the most amazing thing you have ever knitted?
I made the same scarf twice for Jake, and it's a fairly time-consuming project. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the fact that I have spent probably multiple months of my life knitting this same scarf for Jake twice makes it probably the most amazing
huge
thing.
And thick and cabled. The first iteration of it can be seen in Green's Nursery Winter Wasteland. Should Explosion Wednesday be a thing?
I'm not sure.
Can this be the first question?
I'm afraid not.
Is that your natural hair color?
Yes.
Is your hair naturally that curly?
This is about normal. It is curly.
How do you get your hair so cute?
With conditioner.
What's your favorite episode of Buffy?
I have a couple, but I'd have to say Conversations with Dead People rises to the top, but I also really love The Body and Tabula Rasa.
The Body is amazing. It's so hard.
But that's what makes it so beautiful, and I really enjoy that.
Tabula Rasa's hilarious.
Tabula Rasa's hilarious.
She actually had a whole list of these.
I have like 10 favorite Buffy
episodes. The Zeppo was on there.
Oh, and Band Candy.
Band Candy. Like, she had a whole bunch.
And of course I love the musical and Hush. I mean, obviously.
Abbo. What is your best friend's middle name?
Anna.
How do you have the patience to knit with such small needles?
It was a skill acquired over time.
What has been your most complex original knitting project so far?
Oh, original. This! And then you can put the picture here.
Okay, how would you describe your favorite time of day using types of shoe?
Oxford.
What's your favorite word?
Aprosexia.
Why are you so cool?
I can't answer that.
Will you be alive in 46 years, 3 months, 5 days, 14 hours, 38 minutes, and 12 seconds?
I sure hope so.
Me too. If you could cosplay a superhero, who would it be?
Hellboy.
I want to see you as Hellboy.
Right?
That's awesome.
I want somebody else to make me the costume, but I would totally cosplay as Hellboy.
Do you watch anime?
I do.
Which is your favorite?
Are we counting Avatar as anime? Because that is definitely my favorite animated series. It's just a matter of whether
style too.
They're purists or not. My favorite Japanese anime would be Cowboy Bebop.
Were you jealous of all the comments Carlin got about how pretty, gorgeous, sexy she is?
No, because she is pretty, gorgeous, sexy.
What is your favorite color?
I like things in the cool range.
What is your favorite food?
Probably pizza from Piero's Pizza.
What's your favorite place?
The Unicorn Cafe circa 2002.
Wow, so you even put a year on it.
No, 2003.
That's in Evanston.
It's changed.
Unicorn's in Evanston, Illinois. Do you have a tattoo?
I do.
Where?
Okay.
Badass. Do you like coffee?
I love coffee.
Are you currently reading a book?
I am!
What book are you reading?
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows is the one I am most currently reading.
Do you
and it's not my first time.
Do you like singing?
I like to sing.
Do you like soup?
Yes.
Do you watch Wheezy Waiter's daily vlog and handstands?
Not daily.
Can you do a handstand?
Not well.
Do you like chocolate?
I love chocolate.
Have you read The Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Yes, I love that book.
Would you date a gamer nerd?
I probably would, if I was not currently unavailable.
What is your favorite chemical reaction?
I hated biology, and so I never got to chemistry.
How do you validate your existence?
By trying to give people good books to read.
Do you like Harry Potter?
I love Harry Potter.
Who's your favorite character?
In Harry Potter?
Yeah.
In the movies, it's probably Luna Lovegood. In the books, it might be Snape. I have a thing for bad boy characters.
Yeah, you do. You really do. Jess in Gilmore Girls, man. In real life, would you say your hobbies/interests are quiet or active?
I like active things, but in general, quiet.
Definitely. How many hamburgers can you eat?
How big are they? Probably just one.
Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Family Guy or Simpsons?
Probably Family Guy.
What is a goatee?
It is a type of facial hair.
Did you lose the game?
Yes.
Would you, if given the opportunity, destroy all forthcoming evils in the world if it meant you had to kill your husband?
Probably not. I have many issues with that question in the first place, but that's a question to be discussed over a long cup of coffee and not in an interview.
If one were to attempt to sound more intelligent by using longer words, would they have yet alienated all of their friends by now?
Well, I do it all the time and I still have friends, so take that as you will.
Were you into comic books growing up?
Yes.
Which ones?
When I was younger, I really liked Calvin and Hobbes, and when I was a young to mid-aged teenager, I was heavy into manga.
Any particular mangas?
I seem to recall loving Fushigi Yugi, Peach Girl, and Hot Gimmick an awful lot. And also anything that Clamp ever made, I was pretty much obsessed with.
I don't even know what that is.
You would if you saw it.
Okay. What is your favorite breakfast cereal?
Frosted Mini Wheats.
Who wouldn't want to go on a date with Gears?
I can't answer that question.
Pirates, ninjas, or cowboys?
I'm gonna go with pirates because I have a favorite pirate. Forgive my pronunciation, I do not speak Chinese. Cheng Yi Sao? Or Ching Shi? I'm not sure how to say that. But she was a hoss.
Can you lick your elbow?
No.
Would you rather be attacked by one horse-sized duck or 50 duck-sized horses?
50 duck-sized horses. A bill that large would terrify me.
That would be your undoing. What's your pick for Best Picture at the Oscars this year?
I'm gonna go with The Social Network.
You stole mine! I told you that was gonna be mine and you stole it!
It's the only one I've seen!
What's your favorite video game?
I like Luxor a lot, but I also really like Tomb Raider and Tetris.
Is the cake really a lie?
Yes.
What's your favorite? We actually had to look that up though. We're not that cool.
Have you read 1984? If so, you know the cake is a lie.
What's your favorite season and why?
I like spring and fall because I like transitional seasons.
If you were eating a jelly donut, then you realized the jelly was sucked out by a donut vampire, what would you do?
I would continue eating because I don't like jelly.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
I don't remember. If you'd asked me about 5 years ago, I could have told you, but I don't know now.
Do you know who Dr. Kiki is?
Only because you asked.
Yeah, when we looked her up. Do you like mangoes?
I do.
What is a really bizarre drink flavor you would like?
Mango?
Why is 6 so afraid of 7?
'Cause 7, 8, 9!
Zombie apocalypse plan?
The plan pretty much stays the same no matter what strain of zombie is attacking us, and we actually have
This has been developed for a while. It's also the
yeah.
apocalypse plan. It's not just the zombie apocalypse plan.
It involves arming ourselves?
Well, first, while everyone is running to the grocery store, we are going to run to a nursery and grab a bunch of seeds. Then, while everybody...
We may not need them depending on
While everybody is killing each other at the grocery store,
yeah.
we are going to run to the library. Hey, Caitlin! So then we're going to run to the library and grab a bunch of books because there are 3 things humans need. They need food, shelter, and entertainment.
Not in that order.
They're not going to be thinking about the entertainment when the zombies are encroaching.
So we think
and
about
then you
entertainment
get bored,
first.
And then you put yourself at risk.
Exactly. And then we are going to go to her grandparents' farm where we will grow the food. Oh, sorry. We're going to make a quick trip to the UP to my aunt and uncle's place because they have a stockpile of guns. We're going to get their guns. And them, presumably, go up to the farm.
Any family we can gather in the meantime,
go
and
up
friends.
to the farm in northwest Illinois and kind of root ourselves down.
Hole up.
Hole up. It's very isolated, and we will survive. Good luck yourselves. Top 10 favorite shows.
I prepared for this. In no particular order, I love Buffy, Bones, Wooster and Jeeves, Veronica Mars, Gilmore Girls, House, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Community, Pushing Daisies, and 30 Rock.
Favorite movie?
Philadelphia Story.
That's very true. Would you want a sheep as a pet?
Yes.
If you had to choose between Hank Green or John Green as your spouse, who would it be and why?
It would probably be John, because I'm already married to a writer and it's worked out really well so far, so I'd go for what I was comfortable with.
Are you currently happy?
Yes, I am.
What are your views on Thai food?
I like it.
What phone do you own? How many digits of pi can you list?
3.141592653 10.
Did you study for that?
Only minor. I just asked Grandpa George how many he could list.
Okay, yeah, her grandfather's a math teacher. I have 3 ugly white walls and no inspiration. What should I do with them?
Oh, you should go to younghouselove.com or apartmenttherapy.com and study on up.
What kind of music do you listen to?
I guess it could be qualified as alt rock.
Any favorite musicians?
I love Death Cab for Cutie. I love the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. I love Iron and Wine. Those are big ones for me.
Who would win in a fight between a ninja and a dragon?
A dragon?
Democrat or Republican?
Democrat?
A girl I dated for 6 months dumped me, then took another guy friend. She moves to Colorado after this school year. How can I tell her how much she hurt me?
Dude, don't. You're just putting the power in her hands again. I'm sorry, but you getting over it on your own is going to be better for you in the long run.
Yeah, F her anyway.
Yeah.
If you try to fail but succeed, which have you done?
I believe you've succeeded, because I'm an optimist.
Can you crochet?
I really suck at crocheting.
Calculators or dictionaries?
Dictionaries, man!
Sorry.
Dictionaries!
Sorry, Grandpa George. What is your power level?
15!
Does anyone ever mistake your name for Alicia?
No. Elijah, but not Alicia.
Do you have an iPad?
No.
Why not?
Will you buy one for me? I don't have the money.
Well,
you
actually,
can buy one for me.
Take the money you were going to spend on the iPad for my wife and put it in the Kickstarter account.
That would also be okay.
Trekkie, Jedi, or zombie?
Zombie.
Zombie?
As long as it's a spoof zombie.
What is your favorite vegetable?
Spinach.
Why are you so adorable? Would you ever FTBA?
I try not to.
Do you speak Klingon?
No.
Or why is System of a Down - question in the related videos?
I believe because question is in one of the tags.
Biggest fear?
If we're going for irrational phobias, I have a fear of finding dead bodies in bathtubs. I also have a fear of having my fingers cut off while ice skating by skaters' blades, and I have a fear of my eyeballs being gouged by umbrellas on rainy days.
Have you ever played Minecraft?
No.
If you were a dog, what kind of dog would you be?
Can I be a cat instead?
How was your day yesterday?
Yesterday was a little rough.
Original or American, A Clockwork Orange?
I kind of like the American better. I think that the taking out of that last chapter really made it a more interesting story.
Are you a Kevin Smith fan?
Yes.
Favorite sound?
Sound of a spinning wheel.
Left or right?
Right.
What is the one thing you've always wanted to try but never got the courage?
Butterbeer.
Would you ever consider cutting off all of your hair and giving it to someone with cancer?
I actually already tried to. They told me that so much of my hair, the ends are damaged that there wasn't enough to give to, for example, locks of love. So I got denied.
One word that comes to mind when I say Denmark?
Valhalla.
If you could choose to meet and go to dinner with anyone in the world, who would you pick?
Jane Austen.
Okay, this person would like to know if you are ever annoyed that I spend so much time editing, writing, etc.
Very rarely.
Very rarely. She's very supportive, but when she is annoyed by it, she lets me know.
Yes.
Eliza, you're pretty. Do you ever find it difficult at fast food drive-thru speakers knowing they can't see your face?
That has not bothered me, and I don't think it's going to bother me moving forward.
If you don't eat fast food, what's up with that?
I eat fast food.
Can a matchbox?
No, but a tin can.
What is above you?
Ceiling primarily, and then sky, and then the various layers of atmosphere, which I wish I could name off the top of my head right now, but I can't. You know, after that point in time, we rotate, so it changes.
Who would you say were the major influences in your life?
My grandparents.
How tall are you?
I am 5'6".
Are you the shortest person in your family?
No, I am actually the tallest woman in my family.
Has anyone ever told you that you look like Sarah Michelle Gellar?
No, not until you.
They even say you're hotter. Do you have your own YouTube channel?
I have a YouTube account, but my channel is nice and blank.
What is your YouTube username?
Nidify.
What are 4 things you hate?
Jelly, mayonnaise, oatmeal, and bigots.
2 favorite books?
Pride and Prejudice and Time Traveler's Wife.
Do you enjoy watching fire?
Yes.
What is love?
I wish the English language had more words to describe love.
Is the handwritten pattern you are working from your own pattern?
Yes.
Are you on Ravelry?
I am.
Link in the doobs. Indigo or blue?
Indigo.
Gray or grayscale?
Grayscale.
Hail or jail?
Like snow hail?
Yeah.
Oh, hail.
What do you think about us Canadians, eh?
I like all of you.
What is your favorite Pixar movie?
Toy Story 3.
Ah, you took mine again!
Honey, we're about to have some similarities. We're married, okay?
Have you ever been outside the US?
I have.
Where?
I've been to Canada several times, British Columbia and Ontario.
Where would you like to go?
Everywhere!
Yes, it's true. Do you think the world will end in 2012?
No, but I'm fascinated to see what does happen.
What's better, a pterodactyl or a velociraptor?
I have a strange affection for pterodactyls.
Really?
I do.
Do you know the difference between an initialism and an acronym?
Yes, I do.
Tea versus coffee?
Coffee, but I am also a tea fan.
Yeah, she's a big tea fan. Apples or bananas?
Apples.
Do you feel like you fit your name, appearance, and personality-wise?
Not if you had asked me 10 years ago, I would have wanted to change my name to Cherry, but now I feel fairly comfortable
To
in it.
Cherry?
Yes, I really wanted to be named Cherry.
Cherry Toser?
Probably would have changed my last name at that point.
Cherry Epitaph?
Cherry Valentine.
Which superhero would win in a fight, Batman or Superman?
Superman.
Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Chubby Hubby.
What are 5 words you would use to describe Chicago?
Eclectic, cultural, cold, traversable, and inclusive. That was hard.
When's lunch?
1-ish.
Who is your favorite revolutionary?
Jefferson.
What is your favorite beverage?
Dr. Pepper.
Oh. Would you dye your hair pink?
I already have dyed my hair pink. Footnote, I would never intend to dye my... I would never intentionally dye my hair pink.
What college did you go to?
I went to the School of the Art Institute of Chicago.
Does your time-stopping music ever get stuck in your head?
Yes.
Have you seen Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1?
3 times.
Do you plan on seeing Part 2?
What do you think?
What has your favorite job ever been?
The one that I am still holding a decade later.
If a turtle has no shell, is it homeless or naked?
Both, and that's sad.
What did you major in?
Fine arts!
Too sweet or too sour?
Too sweet.
Would you ever scoop your eyes out in order to help a dying orphan?
No, because I don't see how that would help the dying orphan.
If you could be a part of any television series, past or present, which would you choose?
Probably Veronica Mars.
Nice! Last question. Are you tired of answering questions?
I'm ready to do something else.
Thank you, Eliza Toser,
Yay!
for being a part of this today.
Thanks for your questions, guys.
Next week, we are going to be asking Craig Benzine some questions.
But only 13 pages
But only 13
worth.
pages worth. Get your questions in there while you can. And then visit Kickstarter and donate some money to help us make episode 5. And then we can make it faster.
Woohoo!
And start making all of them faster. I will see you next week.